You know, like, really, happy 2020, because this is so me. This is so me. It's like, you know, what? Yeah, a dirt bike, that's the way to go, really. Why am I here? I really thought I was going to go out for a nice, relaxing ride, you know, just practice some social distancing, stuff like that. And I came out to Connecticut because there are some really nice roads here. This is not one of them, by the way. This is a sucky road. This is a road. Oh, are we going to have mud too? Is that the thing? Is that what we're going to do? This is like, why? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? This is not a road. This is bumpy. Okay, this is like the last thing that I really wanted to do is to find a hilly dirt road on an Indian chieftain. Hopefully this is going to come out to like a real road. I think it will. Yes, it will. Oh my gosh. That road was, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile long, and it was hilarious how crappy it was. It was just all dirt. And you know, I had to pee too. I should have just done it on the side of the road there, but I felt a little weird. But boy, that's, wow. So yes, it is 2020. I haven't given you guys a video since December 25th of last year. You're welcome. That's over 3 months off. So why am I here? I'm in Woodstock, Connecticut right now, and I cannot for the life of me remember the road that I wanted to take. I also don't know exactly about this camera angle. Sometimes it's a little funky. The world has been a little bit crazy over the last few months, and obviously you guys watch the news like I do, and you guys are living through stuff like I do, so I don't need to go into the whole thing. I just hope everybody is staying safe and everybody is enjoying, yeah. Just enjoy your quarantine. Have a nice quarantine. No, I mean, I just hope everybody's staying safe. That's all. Just, you know, it's unprecedented in our lifetimes to be in a situation like this. I really don't want to hit another dirt road. I wasn't enjoying that one at all. I didn't have my camera running for most of it, and because I had to charge the batteries. This was a spontaneous ride. Today it was like 62 degrees, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for a ride, darn it. And I decided to go through Rhode Island and come into Connecticut. And I wonder, see, I don't know, or well, no outlet, I guess that kind of tells me. I guess I'm going this way. Oh, I could have gone the other way too. So why am I here? Well, I'm here because there's just a lot of beautiful riding area in northeastern Connecticut, and I discovered that about 28 years ago. 28 years ago, I was, well, a little bit less than that. Yeah, it was probably less. It was like 27 and a half, whatever. But it was like late 1992. I had a really, really bad heartache. I was involved with a woman for about 9 months or something like that, in that range. And this is a weird thing to say. In the middle of the 9 months that I was involved with her, she broke up with me. Which, I know that must sound strange. I'll give you guys some nice scenery at least while I'm riding along. But, you know, we had one of those things where she broke up with me, and then it was like back and forth for a while, and it was not a healthy thing. Everything's good now. In fact, we're friends, and it's all, you know, long since forgotten. But that was my first real big heartache, and I was so hurt. It just felt like the world had collapsed. And in late 1992, I took a drive. I left for like, I don't know, a week or something, or 4 days, or I don't know exactly what it was. Just on my own. And I decided to drive. I didn't know where I was going. I used to do that a lot, actually. In fact, part of the reason that I got the name Night Cruiser is because I used to just drive around at night. I would just go somewhere, didn't matter where, just clear my head. And I had at the time a 1988 Ford Crown Victoria that was a former police cruiser, because I loved the suspension setup and the 351 Windsor that was in it, which comparatively now would be slow. Did I see a road that I wanted to take? Is it this one? I highly doubt it, but let's just do it. So what I'm trying to do out here is kind of recreate that, not the heartache part by any stretch, but what it was is when I was out here, I found some sort of like awesome roads that were great, that I didn't, I wasn't doing any motorcycling at the time, but now I look back on them and I'm like, they would be great for riding a bike through, and at the time they were fun just to take a car through. Speed limit at 30 miles an hour, okay. Yeah, I don't really know where I am. So, and one of the things I noticed about the roads in this area, I don't know about right now, I have no idea, is that it was almost difficult to reach the speed limit because they were so twisty and turny, and there were elevation changes, and the speed limit would be like 45, and I'd be like, wow, I don't know if I can do that. And this was, not that this is really pertinent or anything, but this was before I had high-speed car, handling classes and stuff and courses, and now I would look at that as a big challenge. Okay, I don't want to leave this town because I know those roads were in Woodstock. I just don't know exactly where. But yes, as a youngster, at the time I was 20, I loved, and I still do, I absolutely loved being out in nature, being out in forests, seeing the sun coming through the leaves, and just really enjoying peace and quiet. Now my nose is buried in my phone half the time, and I don't really look up. And this whole, stay-at-home thing has been, in a way, I don't want to say it's good because of the reasoning behind the stay-at-home thing, but it's certainly, and it's also not good because I'm unemployed during this time. I'm, furloughed. So it's, but I'm sure that, like everybody, you find it to be such an interesting change in your life, staying home all the time. And so, today was just a good day to get out, and it's made me more reflective. I don't mean the top of my head, although that's getting there too, but it's made me a bit, some of these fake houses were not, what is that? What causes that? It's got like a bell tower. Okay, alright. Boy, I don't know if I would recognize the road when I saw it. There was a road that I went down, and I remember, I'm also, you guys don't know this, and I don't even know that I know this, but I also really enjoy, I was going to say writing music. I'm not sure that it's writing music that I enjoy because I'm not exceptionally good at it. I've got the tools, and I can, like everything else, I've got, the tools to do great stuff if I ever had the talent. But I enjoy the prospect that one day I may write my masterpiece, and hopefully that will be more than chopsticks. But I've always enjoyed the idea that there is music in me that wants to come out at some point. And one of the things I did when I left 28 years ago See, now, I want to take this road, but I don't want to end up on another freaking dirt road. Is that what this is? Yes, that's another dirt road. I'm not doing... No, you can't make me. Can we do just paved roads? Is there a paved road setting here on my GPS that I could just say, roads that won't kill me, take me there? Although I made it through that road, and there were so many dirt rocks. Wow. You know, it's been a while since I've vlogged, so I really can't talk. And I couldn't talk, when I've vlogged before, so it's really not new. I feel like I'm too far west, or maybe I'm too far north, because I think I'm heading north. Yeah, I am heading north. For those of you that have missed my vlogs where I ramble about nothing, congratulations, because this is one. And for those of you that have not missed my vlogs where I ramble about nothing, you may click off now, and everybody will be happier. But so I threw my keyboard in the... See, now I'm in Massachusetts. I'm in Western Mass. I don't really want to be out here. Probably Central Mass, really. I'm in Southbridge. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go back. Going to head back. But where can I head back here? I need to turn around. Of course, this is not exactly a major metropolitan area where I can just turn around anywhere. I do see what looks to be a parking lot up ahead. I mean, this is just a beautiful ride. I'm about maybe an hour and a half from home. Hour and 45 minutes tops. And it's just a beautiful area. It really is. Alright, what is this? Is this a thing where I could turn around? What is it? Everything is dirt and gravel. Just, it's not like I'm... Okay, I'm not... I know the comments. I know. I'm not deathly afraid of dirt and gravel. It's just that if I could find something that's paved, it seems like that would be a better choice. Alright, let's see what this road is. Tipton Rock Road. Okay. Oh, dead end. Nice. Really nice. That's okay. I mean, really, this is kind of what I came out here for, is to explore. I really wanted to find that road that I had found years and years and years ago, but I'm not sure that I will. I trust that when this becomes a dead end, there's going to be a little turnaround area. I trust. I hope. And there's not going to be like a guy with a shotgun just aimed at me or something, right? I mean, parking. Yeah. Okay. But just... I guess I should just be happy that I'm on pavement. Good grief. Posted. Posted what? Beware of giant pit bull in bad mood. Could I... No, I'm gonna just... It looks like it dead ends up here. I just hope there's... some of these roads, see, this is the type of place that you want to just live. Like a log... That's just a nice, really beautiful, contemporary log cabin. Really, really nice. Alright, I'm gonna just see if I can... I don't really know what's up there, but I'm gonna just see if I can just turn around here. Why does it always have to be dirt? Every single place is dirt. Alright, let's just get... Yeah. Alright. We'll go back here. Okay. Alright. There we go. A little better. Okay. This is pretty much how my adventure has gone so far. It's just dirt roads and dead ends. But yeah, look at this house here. This is just... Oh, it's just gorgeous. I wish I could show it to you a little bit better, but I cannot. I do have to eventually look at the road. I like to see the telephone pole right before I hit it. It just adds to the excitement. Before I took that... This is amazing, the tangent. But if you know my vlogs, this is the way they go. Before I took that trip in 1992, I had Yamaha keyboard, battery-powered keyboard that I was writing music on at the time, and I brought that with me, and I brought a notebook. Bringing the notebook was so that I could write lyrics and things like that, and I wrote some songs, some heartbreak songs, you know. And I have no idea where those songs are now. I don't think they were worth keeping or anything, but yeah, it was an interesting trip, and it was just something that it was very normal for me to do that type of thing. That relationship, I think I can say this without saying too much or anything, but that was such an interesting relationship. When that relationship started, I was 19 and she was 40, and she was just a very, I was really attracted to her. She was very fun, and she was very pretty, and had a nice body, just a good sense of humor, and she was smart. And, it was one of those things where you think, I don't think this is really ever going to happen for me. Obviously, there's a big age difference here. But in the end, it turned out that she seemed to like me too. And, despite all the funny looks and everything that you get, we enjoyed our relationship. And it was a good summer. It was just a really nice summer of '92 there. And and then really when that ended, I picked up with my wife, with Joanne, who became my wife. So 7 years later. So it was just a thing where it all worked out very well, and I'm glad I had the experience. But I ended up. I had a crazy period of 1990s. I really did. I had a lot of relationships. My wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, was understanding. I guess you could say that I was very young when we met, and I needed to. I know how this sounds, but I needed to kind of find out what was out there. And I spent a few years being in relationships with various women, and in the end, always coming back to saying, no, Joe is what I want. That's a better relationship for me. And so in 1999, I married her. And in 2002, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. So that stinks. But she's hanging in there. She's doing well. She's had a lot of bladder and kidney issues in the last few years, and she's dealing with a UTI right now. But she's on antibiotics and doing okay. She was more than happy to get me out of the house to go for a ride, and she was pretty happy about that. What time is it? 5 o'clock. So I've got another couple hours of daylight anyway. I don't have to rush home or anything. And actually, my bike has a headlight, so I'm I'm fine either way. So I don't know if I'd ever find this road. I just remember that the isolation was really nice at the time. It was autumn, I believe. I'm trying to remember this correctly. I'm 95% sure that it was fall of 1992 when I took this trip. It was right between the period when my relationship with the first person ended and my relationship with Joanne began. And I guess some part of me just wants to recapture some of that youth. And it's really nothing to do with anything as far as the relationships or anything, but it's recapturing the innocence. It's like if you could recapture the innocence, that would be amazing. All right, so that's the road that I came from before. So I'm gonna just. that way. Why does East Woodstock sound right? No idea if it is. At least there's some pavement on this road. It's not perfect, but boy, isn't it amazing how you cannot recapture your youth? Because your brain is not the same as it was then. In no way is your brain the same as what it was. There's just too many things. There's too many things in there that you have to think about all the time, and you can't get away from it. You know, when you're in your teens or your 20s, you're just you're not as worried about things. I don't mean necessarily 20s. I guess in the 20s you start to get into that, but as a teenager, very, very early 20s, you're really not thinking about that stuff. You're not thinking about all the stuff that just clutters our head as we get into our 40s and approaching our 50s. Boy, it is gorgeous out here. It is so... you know who I just reminded myself of? Oh, what? You know who I just reminded myself of was Sean Smoke. You know, it is absolutely drop-dead gorgeous out here. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's, he just tells it like it is, and he has... it's hard not to be in a good mood when you're watching his videos. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anything here that looks familiar to me. And would it look familiar almost 30 years later? I have no idea. Might not look the same at all. I'm actually thinking about, are there roads that sound familiar? And also, hang on, I have to, itch my nose. Okay. And also, what am I going to do when I get there? Okay, if I find it, then what? But I'd love to see if I could find... So what I did is, it's amazing. This story has taken me 15 minutes just to get to the point, as always. So there was this road, very curvy road, and on the right side, at least the way that I was coming down it, on the right side, there were woods. And I think I have pictures of this, because I took a camera, an actual camera, film camera, and I think I developed the pictures. Boy, this looks closer to what I'm thinking, but nothing sounds familiar here. So I took my keyboard and I went into the woods and I set it on a rock and I began to write music. And I would love to find those woods. I was there probably about 6 hours. I think I got there at about 10 o'clock in the morning. I was staying at various hotels because it wasn't, you could just go to a hotel and just get a room for the night. And that was it. This is too open. It's not the area. That's look at the size of that house. Or if it's I don't know if it's a house or it's not going to show up well on my wide angle here, but wow. The next time I come, I really didn't think I'd have to do this, but the next time I come, I think I'll map it out beforehand. I did look at my phone a little bit, but it's really hard on my phone to find just super... I knew it was like a really curvy road, and I can go back and look at it on Google Maps a little bit better at home. Alright, which way do I want to go here? I think I'm going to go left. It's just flip a coin, really. Little flowers coming up. My wife sees those things in the spring as we're driving along, and she'll just be like, flowers. I'm like, yep, those are flowers. She'll be like, yellow ones, purple ones, pink ones. She knows the names of a lot of the flowers. I have no idea what the names are of the flowers. Alright, let's see. as you can tell, this really is a beautiful area to ride in. I've always loved northeastern Connecticut, and this turned out to be a really nice choice just to go out and do a little riding out here. It's a pretty house. Bet you that's a really old house too. Yeah. You know, you think about the history behind some of these houses. See, now that was a dirt road that I didn't take. I'm so proud of me. Typically, if there's a dirt road lately, I find it. Or a dead end. Hopefully not both. Yeah, there's really nothing better than just riding down these roads and listening to the tab exhaust with the zombie baffles. I may be changing these out, although I don't know if it's going to be this year, because this year is obviously a little bit more of a challenge, obviously financially and everything, so we'll see how things go. There's another strange kind of house. Can you see that one? I mean, it's not bizarre, it's just interesting colors. It was a very strange period. I remember just, like I said, I just went on my own, and I think I went in the afternoon, and then I found a hotel, stayed at the hotel, got up at about 8 in the morning, and then would just drive all day. And I went Connecticut, I went New York, I went through Rhode Island. I just stayed in the area, but it was interesting to have zero destination. You know, just literally, just kind of just drive. You know, that was the only thing, was just drive, find areas that I wanted to be in, and stay in those areas. And I had a cassette deck with the like a mixtape of music, and yeah, this is nice. It's a lot of farm stuff through here, just a lot of open spaces, really nice. And I'm telling you, there may be no better bike to do it on than this, because this bike it's just so nice. I feel like I'm on a main road, and I don't really want to be. What town am I in now? Am I still in the same town? I guess I could be. Hello. Okay. Is it starting to get chillier? Not according to my thermometer. It is not. Alright, what is it? Hey, horses. Hey, horses. How you guys doing? Stay safe. Alright. What is this? Oh, I don't know. Which way do I want to go here? Let's go this way. Yeah, more straight roads. There's got to be something around here. Oh, you know, this is like one of the first times in the last month or so that I've not been thinking about COVID-19. It's actually kind of refreshing. Just clear your head, take in the sights, not feel at risk, you know, because you're not around people, you're not touching things. It's pretty nice. Alright, I don't know where I am. Where am I? Well, I don't know where to go. there's a, you know, I just wish, I think, guys, you know what I mean, I'm having a little bit of a anatomical issue with the seat at the moment, and I can't quite get things to be where they need to be. Okay, that is a truck. That's a truck. Alright. Woodstock, 7 miles. I've somehow managed to get myself completely out of the town that I was trying to get to. I got to the town, I went through the town, but apparently I went so far beyond it that, yeah, okay. Nice. So how you guys doing? You guys doing okay? One of the nice things about having a smaller subscriber base is that, you know, you really begin to know, as much as you can, some of your subscribers, and you start to develop friendships and relationships, and you start to care about them. So just let me know in the comments if you guys have been affected by this health-wise. I mean, I know everybody's been affected economically and employment-wise, and just stress, things like that. But hopefully you guys are staying safe health-wise. That's obviously the most important thing. It's also important not for me to go through this truck's posterior here. we were going a little bit slower than I expected to go there. And even slower still. So anyway, just wanted to kind of talk to you guys, say hi, let you know I'm still around, doing okay. My wife's doing okay. Sally's doing okay. My brother's doing okay. My mother is doing okay. So that's good. And I hope you guys are doing well too.